Welcome back to my universe. In this section, we're going to go through how to unlock the energy within, how to access the energy that surrounds us. In the Bible, they teach us about healing, about the laying on of hands, how it affects the different people. And I learned something that's become the basis of what I've learned in healing. And this is where it all started. And I want to show you the basic principle, or precept, how you can make this work, and show yourself that it actually does work. And you're not going to get everything in the first try. But what you will do is you will be able to understand the energy that flows. You may have to do this a couple of times. It's been so long since I started that I don't remember, but I really believe that I felt the energy when I started, which is what encouraged me to continue on. If you take your hands, now some people may feel the energy in there. Not everybody does. So what I learned to do was to stimulate the hands. And yes, there's going to be people saying, well, it's just the vibration of the energy from my heart. Okay, so what? Try this. Separate your hands just a little bit. Move them out. Move them in. Now you feel the stimulation of the energy, but now do this. Move your hands. Now the vibration should have stopped by now. The rubbing vibration. You should still feel strong energy. Push it together and it becomes stronger. Now what I'm doing is I'm creating what I call an energy ball. What it's doing is it's pulling this energy between my fingers. Sorry, I have to concentrate a little bit. But you should still feel this energy. You should still feel it. Still feel the energy, not just from your fingers, but you should still feel the energy. It becomes a flow. Now you're starting to feel it in other parts of your hands, not just your fingertips. Your fingertips are done with the buzz, but you're starting now to feel it in the heel of your hand. You feel it more in your thumbs. This is the basic energy ball. Now, when I started healing, and I don't remember if I read a book to learn this. I can't remember if there was a book involved. If it was just something that happened one day. What I found was, if you take this, do not touch a person, but find somebody that's got a headache. Have them sit down. And two techniques are going to work in this. One technique is relaxation. You set them in a chair, sitting straight up. Don't cross your arms, don't cross your legs. Just tell them to relax. Instruct them that you will not touch them. Tell them to relax. Take a deep breath. Relax. Take a deep breath. Slowly release it. As you release it, let the anxiety flow with it, the tensions flow. Let it flow. Now, all the while I'm doing this, I'm working my energy ball because I want to continue. I want it to be fresh. I generally will ask them to do the relaxation breath 3 times, just to help them get relaxed. And each time they'll become a little more relaxed, and you'll see them slump just a little bit. You take your hands, and you put one over the forehead, in the front. I don't know if you can see this. One in the back. I generally will put one hand right here, and one hand in the back, down by the neck. And then I will move my hands. And what what you're going to find, now, again, you need to do this a few times to get used to the energy flow in your fingers before you attempt the other. And you can attempt the other if you want to right away, but once you've learned the energy flow in your hands, once you learn to feel that energy flow, once you've created that, when you go over the top of somebody, you'll complete a circuit between here and here in their head. As I understand it, we are an electrical unit. And all we're doing is allowing this energy to flow from here to here. A headache is a block of energy. It's stuck in one of your points of your body. They have terms for those. Anyway, energy points. Akin to, let's say you've got a headache or you've got pain in your eyes, and you right up here by the side of your head, you can reach in here if it hurts. You push on that, and it's like it hurts a little more than it did before. But you hold it down like this, and then when you let go, what you've done is you've cleared that junction. Acupuncture, acupoints. What you're doing with the hands when you put them over there is channeling that energy and trying to open up those little portals that are plugged up. And that's what they are. They're plugged. They've got, it's like a traffic jam on a freeway. You know how much of a headache that can be. Or an accident on a freeway. It's where everything junctions together, and all of a sudden it stops everything, and this causes problems. By putting your hands on there, by moving it, and again, do not touch the subject. You can do that later, but with headaches, it generally is not very helpful. You can go on the sides. Now, what you're doing with your hands is you're trying to find that pain. You may have to go down to the shoulders a little bit, but you will feel the same energy here that you feel when you were here. They're in between, and that's what you're really looking for. You're looking for that area. You just kind of want to work it a little bit. You want to clean that junction out. When you're done, bring your hands up over again to the top. Lift them gently over. Close them to shut off the circuit. If you just kind of rip it off, imagine everything goes into a traffic jam. The biggest problem you're going to have with this technique and with this healing of headaches is, one, finding people that want to part with their headache. You'll meet a lot of people that may have headaches, and migraines are quite a bit harder to remove than just that, my head hurts. But the reaction to it is different. When I started doing this, I found a couple of things. One, not everybody wants to lose that headache. Although uncomfortable, they become used to it. It's like you just took a friend. And I would see people when their headache was gone, you see the relief that they have. It's like, ah. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, wait, where did it go? And then they look at you like, what did you do with my headache? They don't say that. But the next time they have a headache, they're not really willing to be a subject. Odd. But I found a lot of that. I found that people become used to certain things. So that's going to be harder to get used to than the energy that you will wield through your palms and your fingertips. And they do tell us in the Bible that lay your hands upon man. Well, when you get stronger and you can find those points before you touch them, and believe me, you will find those. After a while, and this is what takes the practice, is after a while, your energy will be drawn to that energy. You'll know where your hands go for the healing. And a lot of times it's just the movement out. It's if somebody's laying flat and you're going after something, okay? You're looking for where you feel the energy, and as long as they have a problem, you're going to feel it. Where it's strongest is where they need the most help. There are times when you will tire long before the people. Keep in mind before you start that your back's going to hurt if you stand there too long in a position where you're leaning over somebody. You might be better served to have them in a position where you can be sitting so that you don't have that tremendous strain, but you're still going to have that back strain of leaning forward with them. What can you cure? I'm not sure that there's anything that you can't help. I'm not going to go into exactly why I know all of this. I was going for a cold flu one time, and I pulled a hernia, and that lady, that's been 35 years ago, is still mad at me because the hernia had been verified by the doctor, and she was going to go on disability. I wasn't aware of this. I hadn't even thought about it. I was just practicing, doing my thing. When she went back to the doctor, the hernia was gone, along with her disability check, evidently. She's kind of been mad at me ever since. Not everybody's as willing to be healed. Then there's other people that are more susceptible to it, that will actually beg for you to come in and do something for them. And that is the prize that you seek. But you need to have your mind open. You need to be able to go into this understanding that you do wield and create a power through you that can help them to heal. And if you're a Christian, if you understand the Lord and the Holy Spirit, when the Spirit kicks in, you will at one point come to what I call dynamic power, where you no longer need to rub your hands. All you have to do is embrace the Spirit. Think about the Spirit. Think about what you're doing, and you will feel the energy flow. I don't know if I believe it or not. I had one lady tell me that they saw white light on my hands. I didn't see it. I felt the energy. I know the person I was working with, they couldn't move their fingers before and claimed that their rheumatoid arthritis or whatever arthritis they had that had crippled them but had eased. I have not seen them to see how long that effect lasted, but she was absolutely thrilled in leaving the first time. Again, I don't want to go into everything that I've done. You're going to go find your own if you have an interest in that. But I'd like to explain to you, this is not just for healing. This is something I just learned. I've been doing this 40 years now. And I just now realized that what I was doing was unplugging the energy portals, the energy path. That's when, and dynamic healing started years ago. I used to wander around the church and share. Okay, it's a bit beyond what the pastors really wanted. But I had to go share this energy. It never occurred to me that I had finally unplugged my sensors, that I had finally learned to bring this energy that surrounds us on an everyday basis, that I had learned to bring this within and control it. This is the exciting part. Somebody that listens to this will learn what to do with it, besides just heal. And this is why I share what I share. Because somebody will make a difference in this world based on the knowledge. Just this piece of knowledge. I want to wish you good luck. Enjoy what you're learning. Have fun with it. And once again, thanks for taking a minute to stop.